This is the Ohio AgNet from the Voice You Know at the News You Trust studio, sponsored by BASF. Visit with your local ag retailer about 0% financing on all BASF crop protection, seed treatment, and Zetavo brand soybeans now through March 15th. I'm Ty Higgins. Tomorrow we'll be at the Young Ag Professionals Winter Leadership Experience with coverage brought to you by Ohio Farm Bureau. Powered by soy biodiesel, join us for the Midday broadcast. Then on Tuesday, we'll be at the Ohio Agribusiness Association Industry Conference, thanks to the OABA for serving Ohio agriculture. Pork Congress is sneaking up on us, coming up on February 3rd and 4th. Nathan Schrader is the president of the Ohio Pork Council. I don't have to tell you, Nathan, that your industry has changed a lot over the past 20, 30, 40 years. And that means having to do some things that are a little bit unique as far as getting people there and speaking their language quite literally. Talk about how some of these options at Pork Congress are going to be Spanish speaking and why that's so important.
So one thing we tried last year is we had a couple Spanish speaking sessions. So, we sat there trying to figure out something to do, something to get everybody involved. And that was one of the comments that we had is, we got some Spanish speaking people would like to come, but, there's really nothing for them. So we dabbled into that last year and it was a huge success. Just absolutely overwhelming how everybody took to it. This year we expanded that. We got 7 different sessions for those people that speak Spanish to come in and listen. And it's just the inclusion. We want everybody involved in this great show in the state. And that's one way we're doing it. And it's just been a great success.
Another great highlight of Pork Congress year in and year out is recognizing those that have made such an incredible mark on the industry, the pork industry in Ohio, with those industry awards. Can you tell us who we're going to be recognizing this year, or is that still going to be a surprise?
Oh, that's secret. You got to show up to see that. But it's such a great opportunity to recognize those that go above and beyond in this state. All of our growers, all of our integrators are so important to us, but there's a few that stand out every year, and it's a great honor to recognize them.
You can't blame a media guy for trying to snuff out the breaking news when I talk to you, Nathan. For those wanting to know more about it, maybe even get registered, how can they go about doing that?
OhioPorkCongress.org. Check it out. It's got everything on there you want to know about it. Get registered early. Get everybody registered. Come on out. It's going to be a heck of an event.
Pork Congress coming up February 3rd and 4th. Nathan Schrader, president of the Ohio Pork Council and a farmer from Lissick. Appreciate your time. See you there.
See you there. Thanks, Ty.
Let's get a check of the forecast brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance. Online at seedconsultants.com. Here's Ryan Martin.
A little bit cooler today than yesterday. We've got some lingering clouds up north, a lake effect coming off the Lake Erie side of things into northeast Ohio through this afternoon. Nothing dramatic, but it's still there. The brutal cold reaches its max point tomorrow into Saturday, but we've also got a major winter storm trying to lift up into Ohio Saturday into Sunday. I'm Ryan Martin.
Thank you, Ryan. Seems like the uncertainty in the cattle market will continue in 2026. Garth Ruff is a beef cattle specialist with Ohio State University Extension. He has an article at ohioagnet.com for the top 10 best practices for farm managers in 2026. Among the top 10, crunch the numbers on freezer beef production, expand the herd, get serious about herd health, cull underperforming cows, and increase calf crop consistency. That's 10 through 6. You can see the top 5 on Garth Ruff's list online now with the 10 things for Ohio cattlemen to consider in 2026 at ohioagnet.com. Also get the latest markets and weather while you're there. Speaking of the markets, we'll check on them coming up after this as the Ohio AgNet continues.
Attention construction pros. Purple Wave Auction brings quality equipment to your fingertips. Join our bi-weekly online auctions featuring dozers, excavators, loaders, and more. We provide detailed listings, photos, and seller contact info. Inspect online or in person. With our no reserve policy, every item sells to the highest bidder. Visit purplewave.com today and see why informed builders choose Purple Wave. Transparent processes, real deals. Your next great purchase awaits. purplewave.com.
It's time for the Morton Buildings Building Value Days sales event running now through the end of February. Morton Buildings are built stronger, last longer, and look better. So if you're planning for a garage, farm shop, stall barn, a storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, or anything in between, act now. Our buildings are built to last, but these savings won't. Visit mortonbuildings.com or contact your local Morton office to take advantage of current savings on new buildings. Certain restrictions may apply. Offer valid only on select new building orders placed between January 5th and February 28th, 2026.
Check check of Midday Markets on the Ohio AgNet, brought to you by Seed Consultants. Simply better performance online at seedconsultants.com. Today's weekly petroleum status report expected to peg U.S. ethanol production for the week ending January 16th at 1.1 or 1.18 million barrels per day compared to 1.19 million the previous week. Corn for March down a half penny at 4.21 1/4. No change for May, 4.29 3/4. USDA reported yesterday that biodiesel production for 25-26 marketing year through September totaled 1.3 billion gallons compared to 1.67 billion in the same time frame in the 24-25 marketing year. Soybeans for March up a penny and a quarter at 10.65 3/4. May 10.77 1/2, up by 2 1/2, and July wheat up 6 1/2 at 5.38. Live cattle for February down 17, 232.92, and lean hogs for February down 20 cents at 232.90. Get more of today's farm news, markets, and weather online at ohioagnet.com. I'm Ty Higgins reporting. We'll see you down the road.